The next chapter in the greatest rivalry, not just in NHL history, in sports history, is about to be written. It is Boston v. Montreal in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now, a quick thing here before we take a look at their lineup, easy for me to say. We're going to try something different. The top line is going to be Pasternak, Sagan, and Stromwall with Gurianov, Krejci, and Jeff Skinner. And defensively, Carlo is back. Dennis Cholowski is up to an 87. Very tempted to just put him on the top line with Dougie Hamilton. Very tempted. And actually, when I went best lines, it did put him on. Actually, you know what? Let's go Cholowski on the top line. He was the hero. He was the hero. Game 7 in overtime against the Calgary Flames. He's earned it. He will be on the top pairing with Dougie Hamilton. And as we get a look, we have Montreal beat offensively. They have us beat defensively. And, of course, in goaltending, as you would expect, Alex Galchenyuk is their best player. So it'll be intriguing to see. We know point total-wise, he's been a beast. But overall and playoff stat-wise, it'll be interesting. And here is the team. Of course, they swept their first-round matchup. Alex Radulov, a point-a-game player. Galchenyuk with 3 points in 4 games. He is now a 93 overall and a legit first-line forward. And then Brendan Gallagher, a 90, only 1 point thus far. But again, I always say it could be good because that first line's kind of struggling, or it could be bad because if they wake up, we're screwed, and as it is, they swept the Lightning without Galchenyuk and Gallagher performing at an elite level. So that is very, very scary. Second line, Arturi Lehkonen, up to an 84. He has 2 points in this postseason. Mikhail Grigorenko, up to an 86. He has 2 points. And Nikita Sherbak with 2 points. He is an 85. Interesting that they traded for Grigorenko, but that again is a dangerous second line. Third line, Stefan Matteau hasn't done anything in the postseason thus far. He's centered by David Desharnais, who has 2 points, and Andrew Shaw, he's an 86 on the third line. He has 3 helpers. The fourth line is Jacob De La Rose. He has a goal. Philip Deneau has an assist, and Mike McCarron has an assist as well. Not the best line not the best 12 forwards we've seen, but very, very dangerous, and this is going to be a challenge. Defensively, 21-year-old Mikhail Sergachev is on the top pairing with Shea Weber. Second pairing is Carl Alsner with Brett Lernout, surprisingly an 83 overall. I think that's the first time I've ever seen him make the Habs. High 7th potential. He is there. And then Alexei Emelin, or Yamelin, or we'll say Emelin. He is with Jeff Petrie on the third pairing. Well-rounded and dangerous team, and most dangerous of all is their goaltending. 96 overall. Carey Price with a 9.71 save percentage. He must have given up no more than 2 or 3 goals in that first round. Foucault at an 86. How is he still a backup goalie at an 86 overall? Scratched players Paul Byron and Noah Juleson. So interesting to not see Byron in there over McCarron. Maybe it's just the physical stuff, the physical category. This could go poorly. Let's be honest here. This could go very poorly. Obviously, we won the Cup last year. We've undergone a lot of changes. Anything can happen once you're in the playoffs, but this could go very poorly. We are in Montreal for Game 1. Let's get this series underway. First period. Oh, how's this going to go? And it's not going to go very well for us. Gallagher gets the opening goal and the lone goal of the first period. Second period, can we turn it around? There's Galchenyuk. All right, let's get this going. Full disclosure, this is being recorded. Hey, Carlo, attaboy. We're on the board. We have another power play, too. Can we do anything with it? We cannot. Full disclosure, this is being recorded just after the Bruins blew it against the Detroit Red Wings. So, yeah, I'm a little bit salty and not in the greatest of moods right now. And especially now that we just lost Game 1 to Montreal. 2-1, Carlo gets the lone goal. Actually scored against Detroit and then fell on his ass and gave up a breakaway. But he's 20 years old. We can forgive him. Carey Price, your first star in Game 1. And we are down 1-0. But it's early. We have plenty of time to turn it around and get some wins here. We can at least make this a series, right? Hopefully. Providence Bruins are moving on. They play the fucking Springfield Thunderbirds, who can... Oh, they can fuck right off, can't they? Yeah, I'm speaking of salty. Still very salty about losing the Portland Pirates. Oh, boy. I haven't gotten to a hockey game this year. Haven't had the money to go down to a Bruins game, and without my AHL team here, aside from college hockey, which is meh, hasn't been great for me. I'm not having a very good day. Game 2. Can we give me some hope? Give me some hope. Please. First period. And we are scoreless. Okay, well, at least we didn't give up a goal. That's one way to look at it. Second period, we're all about that positivity, and there we go. Zachary Senyshyn, and don't look now, we have a lead. Can you believe it? We have a lead in this game. Whether or not we can hold on to it in the third period, of course, is yet to be. And well, there you go. There's your rant. Okay, there's your answer twice over. Sergachev and Desharnais, 46 seconds apart. Radulov scores. Okay, yeah, oh boy, are we fucked. It was looking good. It was looking good. 36 saves for Carey Price. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? What the hell are we gonna do? That is the question. The Providence Bruins lost Game 1 of that series, so this isn't good. No, it isn't. Although granted, every series except for one, 3 out of 4, there is a 2-0 series lead. Let's take a look here. What can we do? You know what? That experiment's coming to an end. Let's get Skinner back up on the top pairing. Third line's doing all right. It's just people need to... I mean, Gurionov has been pretty disappointing. He has been. I'm going to put DeBrusk on the second line. I mean, Skinner's shooting 7%, which is all right. Sagan 18. 50% right now for DeBrusk shooting. That's going to drop, though. Shit. This is just one of those situations where it's not looking too good. Not at all. So, let's see. We have an offensive defenseman, Alright, so we have basically 3 guys that are pretty offensive heavy. So let's go. I'm going to say Krug, Zaboral, Grzelcyk, Hamilton, Cholowski, Carlo. Let's try to spread the wealth on defense here. And we'll see if we can get that to work for us. Because offense, we're just outclassed. That's what it is. Carey Price is just too damn good. But it is Game 3 at TD Garden. We are back home. The series isn't over yet, although if we lose this game, then yeah, the series is probably over, safe to say. But you never know. First period of Game 3. Okay, well, Jesus. I'm trying to be positive here, but what am I supposed to do? Sherbak and McCarron. 15 shots to 7. Lovely. Second period. Third period. Oh, no. God damn it. Both series. This and the Alzner makes it 4-0. This and the fantasy draft series, we get into the playoffs. Although, granted, for the Bruins series, it looked okay because we at least won that first round series. Oh, shit. 4-0, 37 save shutout for Carey Price. Montreal's going to win the cup this year. There's no way they don't, with the way Carey Price is playing right now. And we are one game away from being... Can we at least not get swept? That's all I ask at this point. Can we at least not get swept out of the playoffs? I mean, the fourth line, it's not like they're getting killed plus-minus wise. Alright. Shit. Well, what do we do here? How's David Krejci doing? 5 points. I don't know what we are supposed to do here. What are we supposed to do lineup-wise, you know? Skinner has 3 points. And Gurianov does have 6 assists. Maybe that'll work. 5 points, 5 points, 3 points. I know what you guys are saying. Like, okay, you know, Jeff Skinner, if you put him on the third line, you can't expect him to do anything. And I agree. I'm not going to expect anything from him. We're going to get swept. So right now, we're just literally throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. And if it doesn't, well, we're already losing, aren't we? So who cares? But right now, let's go with Grzelcyk and Carlo. We'll have Zaboral. We will have Zaboral play with Hamilton, Krug, and Cholowski. We're going to go... no, fuck it. Who cares? And you know what? I don't necessarily blame Tuukka. Alex Lyon gets a game. Why not? We're going to get swept, so who cares? Let's just get this over with. Let's get this over with. Game 4. TD Garden. It's all over but the crying. First period. Tyler Seguin gets the goal, but am I supposed to be excited? We've had a 1-goal lead in this series before. I remember how that turned out. I'm sure you do too, so I'm not getting too excited. Second period. Scoreless. All right, we're getting outshot this time. Alex Lyon standing on his head for the moment. Early power play in the third. David Krejci gets a goal. We're still on that power play, and David Pastrnak with the goal. Is that a little bit of hope I detect in my voice? We may just win a game here, guys. We might win one. Imagine that. Galchenyuk scores. Please don't. EA, please, just give me this. Please, just one game. Thank you. No shutout for Alex Lyon. But the Bruins live to see another day. He was your first star with 37 saves. And the throw-it-together lineup and hope for the best, surprisingly, gets us a win. Gurianov, Seguin, Pastrnak, DeBrusk, Krejci, Stromwall, Skinner, Bergeron, Senyshyn, and then those defensive pairings. That got us a win, though. It did. So we're going to stick with it here. And again, we will hope for the best. Hope for the best. Colorado, the first team eliminated, swept by Chicago. Every other series is at a 3-1. Oh, and a 3-1 standoff. The Providence Bruins have a 2-1 series lead on Springfield. We will keep an eye on that because odds are we're going to get eliminated right here. Game 5, Bell Center, Montreal. Let's do this. First period. Okay, geez, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Galchenyuk scores. 41 seconds later, David Krejci scores. 3 minutes later, Stromwall scores, and then under a minute later, Gallagher scored. So we were up 2-1, and we immediately blew it. But we are even. So that's all right, even in shots, too, in that period. So interesting, an interesting start. Second period, who will take the lead? They did with Sherbak, but then again, a quick goal to recover. It is Jake DeBrusk. We are just trading goals at crucial times, and that sets us up for this third period. Who can take the advantage? Can we on the power play? Please? No? Damn it. Okay, that was like a 5-minute power play. We have another one. Please. Yes. Thank you. Tyler said, and yeah, okay. If somebody scores, don't blink, because there's going to be another goal immediately after it. Jake DeBrusk, please. God, holy shit, we just won another one. Whew, that was a crazy game. And again, I'm trying not to get too excited here. I mean, we're still down 3-2. But trading goals in the first, trading goals in the second. Sagan scores, Radulov scores 57 seconds later, but then with 28 seconds to go, Jake DeBrusk. I am trying not to get too hopeful, trying not to get too excited. Although if we force Game 7, I might. Jake DeBrusk, your first star. 2 goals for Alex Lyon, or 2 wins for Alex Lyon. Goals would be crazy. And we are back in Boston for Game 6. Get a little bit more of that playoff money. 3 straight wins for the Wannabes, too. They're in a pretty good spot. Let's do this. Why would we change the lineup? Let's keep going. It is Game 6 on home ice. Let's go. First period, Shea Weber gets the lone goal. Disappointing. Second period, okay, yeah, we're in trouble. Gurianov tied it. 2 minutes later, Deneau with the goal. And then Paul Byron, who is in the lineup, makes it a 2-goal game as we head into the third period. The offense has to show up. Can we get at least 3 goals on Carey Price? I doubt it. But the season's on the line, so maybe we can get some heroics. Although, oh, thank God. I was going to say, if Montreal scores here, it's definitely over. They're back on the power play. We kill it off again. 8 minutes to go. We need 2 goals. And I think it's over. Damn it. Oh, Sergachev, the empty netter. That is it. We made it. We made it look promising. We had a little bit of hope. But in the end, Carey Price, the difference maker, as he always is, for Montreal. And for the second time in 3 seasons, the Bruins fall at the hands of Montreal. Although, thankfully, the Providence Bruins are moving on to the Eastern Conference Final. They will play the Syracuse Crunch. We will keep an eye on this series. 2 games apiece through 4. We'll sim the next 2. I knew that scouting assignment was going to pop up. Fuck it. US for 6 weeks, because who cares? Scouting system's broken. Let's see. We get the win there, and the Providence Bruins are moving on to the Calder Cup Final. They will play against the Cleveland Monsters. Not too bad. I was hoping Hermé wouldn't lose any morale. We will get him back in. Stuart Skinner is the man for that team. So we will take a look. Follow this series. It's Edmonton and Ottawa in the final. Ottawa upsets the Montreal Canadiens. I hit the wrong button. But yeah, we will see what happens here in the Calder Cup Final. Then, of course, we'll take a look at our player stats throughout the postseason, take a look at the awards, and that will be it for what ended up being a pretty disappointing season. And let's see here, the Providence Bruins, 3 out of the first 4 games. Will they win the Calder Cup in Cleveland? Yes, they will. The Providence Bruins are your Calder Cup champions. So at the very least, we know we have a good farm system. The Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. But yeah, not too shabby at all. We'll take a look. The back-to-back champs. That is beautiful. 2 straight Calder Cups for the Providence Bruins. We'll take a look at the awards. Vedemo, whatever, had the most points. Brendan Lemieux was the MVP. Sonny Milano, the most goals, as well as the league's outstanding player. The Eddie Shore Award went to, I think, Robbie Russo. Svoboda. Stuart Skinner wins your MVP of the playoffs, and he was the only player to get hardware for our team. The cup goes to Edmonton. So if we don't win it, it goes out west, apparently. We'll take a look. Patrick Kane won the Art Ross, the scoring leader. He also won the Hart Trophy. The Norris goes to Ekman Larson. So surprising, Letang and Ekman Larson. And back-to-back years, Kane wins the Lady Byng. Brock Besser wins the Calder. Damn it. I mean, in fairness, if we signed him, we probably were going to send him back to Vancouver. It just sucks that he's an Edmonton. Are you serious? Oh my God. Daniel Vladar won the Conn Smythe. Daniel Vladar just led his team to the Stanley Cup. Now, in fairness, Tuukka has a Conn Smythe there, and we've won 2 cups. Carey Price wins his 3rd straight Vezina. But Daniel Vladar, who we traded, just led Edmonton to a Stanley Cup. I mean, Tuukka won the Jennings, Jake McCabe the Masterton, Austin Matthews wins the Selke, and Patrick Kane wins more hardware. Daniel Vladar just won it for the Oilers. We take a look at our point totals. Tyler Seguin, a point-a-game player. I'm not going to name everything off here, but obviously, Jeff Skinner, pretty disappointing. Bergeron, very disappointing. And I was going to wait until we were out of the playoffs. Now is that time. There will be a poll attached to this. And you guys have to figure it out. Does Patrice Bergeron stay? Or does he go? If you vote stay, he does stay. Not just for the next season, until he retires. That is up to you guys. Figure that one out. Same thing, too, with, David Krejci, maybe. But Bergeron right now is the priority. Very disappointing postseason there for Torrey Krug. But let's take a look at the Stanley Cup champion, Edmonton Oilers. 21 points for McDavid and the Nuge. Martin Hanzal is there. They have Elias Anderson and Drake Caggiula. He only played a game, though. Lucic is still there. Patrick Maroon, Benoit Pouliot, and Tyler Pitlick. Puljujarvi's up to an 87. He had 20 points in 25 games. They still have Draisaitl and Eberle. Defensively, Adam Larson's a 91. Griffin Reinhardt's up to an 84. Not the best defense. Michael Downing. Would have been nice if the Bruins retained his services. Wow. With an 82 overall goalie. Minor starting role. Daniel Vladar, 16-6 with a .931 save percentage in 25 games. Further proof that this game can do whatever the hell it wants, whenever the hell it wants. But Daniel Vladar gets the job done for them. And guys, that will do it. Our season comes to an end. Ottawa ended up beating Montreal in 5 games and then lost in 6. The Edmonton Oilers are your Stanley Cup champion. We have questions moving forward. It should be an interesting offseason. Again, I expect some more changes. The way the series has panned out, it's been kind of weird. Obviously, as I've said, getting like Sagan and Gurrianov, not expected. Jeff Skinner. But we will see how it pans out. We will end, though, on a bright note. Providence, the Calder Cup champions. That is a better sight. As always, those, you know what? I'm leaving that in. Who cares? I'm not a perfectionist. I totally am. But even somebody as good as me can make mistakes, Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button to help support me and my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Subscribe, if you haven't already, to continue following this series and others. And, of course, leave a comment down below. Any feedback, what you thought of the episode, what we should do next, anything. Hell, just say hi if you want to. I'll say hi back, probably. I try to get the most comments. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will see you guys next time.